So it can kill Canute. We can definitely get around to it. What an epic voice line, seriously. Oh yeah, here we go. Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome back to another deck guide. For today, I've put together a Northern Realms list for you. The leader ability that we're going to be using is Inspired Zeal. It allows you to boost an allied Northern Realms unit by 2 and give it Zeal. We have 3 charges of this. The way we're looking to use the leader ability charges will be specifically one going to War Elephant at the end of a match to work with its order ability. You have Seltkirk as well to give it to. And then finally, obviously, Raffards Vengeance. We want to get that working right away when we play it so it doesn't get removed or locked. So this is a kind of a control deck. That's the emphasis that I've gone for here. The stratagem that we're using is Crystal Skull. Boost an allied unit by 4 and give it fail. You could just really give Crystal Skull to the Maulers when we're going first and playing them next to Vengeance just so they don't get locked or removed, or whatever other unit you may wish to play it onto. So what I'm going to do is run you through this list bottom up and explain how best to play each card and when to play it during a match. So I've added in the Redanian Elite. I never really played this card, but I wanted to go for something different. I think it can play pretty good if you play AA into this. It could play for a lot of points on maybe a pass point, because it will be safe to play at that time, because on exposed it resets its own power. The deploys at a boost off by 6, so it's a little conditional. So just try to play it at a smart time, like when your opponents, maybe they've run out of control or it's a safe point, like when they've passed, you want to play it then. And what we want to do is stack the soldiers next to Raffards Vengeance to work with the crew ability, obviously. So feel free to use Raffards Vengeance to thin these cards from your hand and play them next to it. Round 1. We're playing 4 infantry in this deck. What it does is spawn those 2 other token units that you see on the card depicted there next to it when we deploy this. This is kind of a card we're looking to save for round 3. So the idea is in round 3 that you're going to play Truffle, and you go ahead and play these other 2 poor infantry units from our deck, and they get that bonded value, boosting self by 3. And at that time we're going to transform all of these into Revenants, and we can kind of self-damage and get Revenant value that way onto the 1-powered token units here. So save the poor infantry for Drow. Don't commit them with Raffards Vengeance. Siege Tower, because we are playing scenario card, we need siege engines. The Zeal order is that it gains vitality 2, crew boost off by 2, cooldown 2. I like to play Siege Tower round 1 in combination with Siege Master, because you can get the easy crew ability. Seems to work pretty nicely, so feel free to commit one then, or both. If not, you could just save it as an activator for when you're playing scenario later. Pillar is in this deck just to purify your opponent's resilience units if you see that happen. Also, it's a good way to get past an opponent's defender and save your control, so you don't just waste it on defender. If something of ours gets locked, you could also use Pella in that sense to unlock something. Maulers in here just to synergize with Raffards Vengeance soldier units. I like them because they offer us some more pings of damage. Maybe we can kill some things off. So damage an enemy unit by 2. What you want to do with Raffards Vengeance is stack onto the melee row, because this is a melee row lock card, so we kind of want to stack melee with this deck. Double warfare cards in here with Winch, boost an allied unit by 5, reduce its cooldown by 3. We've really just got Winch in here for Raffards Vengeance, but you can use it on the Caraballistas. You could also use it when you're committing Siege Scenario card onto some of the units that you spawn. So that seems a good time to use it. Siege Masters, we want to thin early with this deck. I like to get them both out in round 1 when we're playing Raffards Vengeance. So look to hold on to these cards in your hand whenever you see them, and as you play a siege engine, they kind of thin out and go to the left. They're pretty nice because they can give us an ease of access to crew ability for some cards that we might need to use it for in this deck. Reinforced Ballista. When you play this, you usually want to play on the range throw, so it boosts itself by 1, and it's just damage unit by 1, cooldown 1. Pretty nice to commit these when we're playing scenario card out. That's when I'd like to play them both. Also with the Caraballistas, I do like to save these when we're committing scenario because of the resupply they have. The order is range throw, lock, damage an enemy unit by 2, cooldown 3. So like I said, this could be a good target for winch as well if you want to play it like that. But you could play one Caraballista round 1 as well. Then for some control, we've got Seltkirk in this deck. Row locked to the melee row, duel an enemy unit. You can give it 1 leader charge, boost it up and clear something out. Raffards Vengeance, this will be the first card you play into round 1. You're going to hit leader onto it, then you're playing a bronze unit from your hand, drawing a card. So I like to play Raffards Vengeance because it adds a lot of consistency to our deck. We get to thin out a lot of units. The cooldown's 5, so it's pretty good to use winch onto this. Whenever you play a unit next to this card, damage a random enemy unit by 2 if it's on crew. So stack our soldier units next to Raffards Vengeance, and that's what you want to do really. You want to keep all your soldiers in hand except for poor infantry, and you're going to be thinning all the soldiers out round 1 next to this. Then we've got Truffle in this deck. We are just going to save Truffle for when we're playing Drow. We're not going to use it in a carryover sense because we're losing value, I think, if we play it like that. So yeah, what you want to do is, preferably round 3, you go ahead and play Truffle, then you play your other poor infantry out. Play Truffle on the melee row, so we want to leave adequate space, right, for the Revenants. So let's say you play Truffle melee, you spawn your poor infantry all in the range row. You're going to play Draug melee row and transform all of the poor infantry into Revenants. And then you've just got some extra points with Froth. For some control in our deck, just added Heat Wave here, banish a unit or an artifact. Try to target like scenario cards with this, something very tall, perhaps a unit that your opponent might like to resurrect. Those are kind of good targets. To add a bit of spice to this deck, I've put War Elephant in here. The way I like to play War Elephant in this deck is at the very end of a match, after you've played Draug, your Revenants, final play of the match, you use Leader onto War Elephant between the Revenants and you get the boost of 8. So that's how we're looking to use this, just a nice final point slam. Draug's a pretty sick card. Transform all human units on an allied row into Revenants. This unit that you see here. Round 3 card with Truffle and the poor infantry. So make sure you're row stacking all these infantry units. And then you can look to self-damage to spawn more Revenants. AA is just to give our deck consistency. Pretty nice AA target to give you a lot of points in some scenarios. Seems to be playing it onto the Redanian Elite, as I said, can give you quite a bit of points. But otherwise you're going to be looking for cards like Seltkirk, perhaps a Reinforced Ballista when you're playing scenario, things like that. And then finally we have Siege Scenario card. With this deck, you kind of want to go first, right? Because we're playing cards with order ability. So what you want to do is kind of look for round control. And then into round 2, you open up with Siege Scenario card. And you just play all your Siege engines out at that time and bleed the opponent with Siege Scenario. Okay, so that's a rundown of the list. Now I'm just going to quickly explain how to execute the strategy for this deck most optimally. So round 1, what you do is you play Raffards Vengeance. You're going to hit a leader charge onto it. Then you begin thinning your soldier units out. These that you see here. Play them next to Raffards Vengeance to work with its crew ability. You can commit Winch, play the Siege Masters out, perhaps Siege Tower. Let's say that's enough to get you round control. What you do into round 2 is you bleed with Siege. You're going to play all of your remaining Siege engines out as much as possible. Then for round 3, you're going to commit Truffle, Poor Infantry, Draug, maybe some Tall Punish or Control if you didn't commit it already. And then the very final play of the match will be War Elephant in between Revenants for a big point slam. So I hope you're going to enjoy the following matches, and please share your feedback down below. Alright, so we got Ursine Ritual first. Raffards Vengeance is good to see. Got 2 our thinning units. Soldiers is good. We can come back to poor infantry. Winch is good. Move Peleron. And I think we can kind of keep it like this. See how we go.
It's not about why, it's about why not.
Great. So let's put a leader charge onto Raffards Vengeance. I'm probably going to carry Ballista at this point. I just want to save the crew ability, you know, so we're not wasting any damage here. Leaves it. Goes to 12. They're probably likely to replay that from the graveyard, perhaps. We can just offload this. Play this here. We can winch next onto Raffards Vengeance, that's fine. Coral. Hopefully it doesn't kill the one next to... Okay, good. Yep. Could go Seltkirk for Coral there.
Stand and fight, cowards!
Seems fine. Yep, that's a good value kill. Okay, we can winch. I'm gonna play this over here.
Long live the king!
Hey mate, Skull. So killing Coral was pretty good value for us there. Oh, we're up by a fair bit of points here. It's 15 points. So like, if I pass, we get the long round, which is what we want anyway, and we go first. I believe so. 15 points is a bit of room to cover here. Yep. Good. So we get Tall Punish out too, which is great.
You can kiss my tail goodbye.
Nice. So we get our long round. Okay. That works fine because we want to go first when we're playing anyway. And that's going to happen. So we're just kind of dry pass with that. Yeah, Truffle's great. And we just kind of look to gather our siege engines. So we could click this. Mauler again. I mean, they should be passing. So we'll just play the most kind of vulnerable unit, which would be this here. They're playing into this, really. That's very interesting.
cover now. Ask questions later.
Ooh, guess a race.
No rest, no reprieve.
Really? It might be... It could be truffle here. I think so. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it.
Take any more.
Goes a Nero. So
Listen here. Listen well.
yeah, I think I'll go AA for the other infantry. Get that bonded value.
Try to win them all, but you won't.
So they're gonna keep their boost even if I transform.
Oh, how wonderful. You speak our tongue.
Alright, let's do it. Nice. So could it be worth me... You know what, maybe I'm gonna go leader charge with this. Let me just have a look here. I think I want to put the pressure on him at this point. Yep, that's great. I'm happy with that. Aaron died. Ah, they killed that one. Okay. Let's just do this. Excellent. Offload that. And we can just play this at this point.
Here now!
Magic compass now. Okay. So they're gonna pass now, right? Surely they're passing. Well, it's a really good position for us. I think it was the right line using leader. So War Elephant now, I don't know if we're really gonna commit. I'm not sure. Well, we still got... Yeah, we still got this. Okay. Well, we can't shoot at that. Yeah, I think that's fine. We missed out on that combo, but that's all good. We had it at that point to commit with the Revenants and Draug, but we didn't pull it at that point.
And the end.
So we're just going to play it like this. Should be good. Played crawl on the ranged row, bit of a misplay from opponent there. Burner's pretty good.
We shall do it my way.
Okay, they survive. We do have another siege engine. It's like, what's best to play here? Maybe we do this. Yeah, that should be it. I mean, we've got Heat Wave for Tall Punish here. After all of this. Yeah, that's our Heat Wave target all day. I think it's going to be over once we do this. Well, we could save that last anyway. I'll be a bit patient here. We'll just save it for the end. Yeah, sure. It's fine. There we go. GG. Your nightmare. Love it. Okay, off the books. Definitely looking for Raffards Vengeance. Didn't get it. Didn't pull it, guys. It's not good news.
Do not qualify for childcare tax relief.
Very bad news.
When I do the
Maybe we're giving up round
there's
control.
nothing left to fry.
I feel like I'm kind of wasting the thinning here. Yeah, I think we're giving up round control.
Fortunately, transformation robs them of speech.
Long live the king!
Scoundrel? Guess that's good to get up.
Hail is near.
Oh. Right. Pretty happy to see that out. I'm just gonna play Winch. And then we pass. If I play Siege Tower, we end up kind of getting that tempo out, but I feel it's wasted. So I'm gonna hold it.
Ah, liquid gold.
Sure, got a few good cards there. Pretty happy to see those two up. Nice, there we go. Finally find it. I mean, they probably just passed the second they see us play this out. Seriously. But anyway. It's kind of a first round package. We'll just see what they want to do first.
Fire protect.
Hammer now. Ask questions later.
Just want to see what their plan is, because we might save it.
You are worthy neither of mercy nor forgiveness.
Depends how much they commit. Man, they're going for it a bit. Yeah, I say we most likely do it, don't we?
It hasn't backfired
I
yet.
pass on every 10th round.
Good thinning for us anyway. Just trying to save it, but it makes sense to play this now. We need some tempo. They're gonna play into it. Wow. Yeah, nice hit. Good work.
Right to win them all, but you won't.
Good winch next.
Nobody expects the British Inquisition. Die by my sword!
Like, we could even commit War Elephant here. So what's it gonna do? It's just boosting. It's a pretty good play here, War Elephant. It could make sense. That's solid. I think it's really good. Obviously them bleeding us is messing up our sequence, but it still works. It might make Drag a bit more sketchy next turn. But we do have another one in there and one in hand still. Could still make it work. It just gets a bit weird with row space if we play Drag and Scenario together. If they go for poison, we've got Pella. Okay.
Denying penance, you confirm your guilt. Sword of the Order, Flaming Rose.
Kind of makes sense for me to play this here.
Kind devils, hungry like a wolf I am.
So we may pass on Drag this match. War Elephant was pretty sweet there, got us out of that. I think we're just going to look for Selkirk, AA, Caraballistas. We're going to see. Yeah, we got Draug. Not that. Do we want Draug? Maybe. Okay, looks like we're keeping it. That worked out alright. I guess we can get some value out of it still. It's not going to be huge because we had to commit a bit in round 2. Oh, Brick King of Beggars.
Got it.
That is rough, my friend. You know what? We probably just want to kill that right away. Get rid of the fact that they could have a spender. That's really unfortunate for them. So, Draug melee row with infantry. AA could get us Selkirk. I think that's probably best. Goes Professor.
I'd imagine for a rendezvous.
Nice. All right. So they're losing a lot of value because King of Beggars is in their hand, now out of the deck. Junior. It's a pretty good kill for them. Junior's a bit of a threat to the Revenants. Definitely is.
Power, the object of dark desire.
Yep. I think we just go Selkirk there. Got a good target for Trebuchet. What's it gonna be? Mage? Took away some value from that.
Come on now, try.
I think we're just playing it like this. Yeah, we can transform Selkirk too, which works nice.
Strong and immune.
So, yep, let's do that. Great. Bit of a risk with Junior there, isn't it? Go Samola.
Corpses! Corpses everywhere!
Yeah, sure. Ooh. Well, they're giving us a Revenant target. Yo, do we just win this? Yes! That's right. Okay, so versing Jackpot. It could be double Salamander, you never know. I think we should really try to bleed this deck, in all honesty. Yeah, that's good to see. Pretty happy with this hand.
It's a one-way assault, I assure you.
Gentlemen.
Yep. So we're kind of missing a point of damage. If I play this now. But maybe it's supposed to be the right play.
I had a hammer. I'd hammer in the morning.
Maybe we're holding that. And I'm playing it like this because we could play Siege Tower here now. Because otherwise I'm wasting damage anyway.
No, dwarves do not qualify for childcare tax relief.
You could kill that.
When I do the tenderizing, there's nothing left to fry.
We can go Winch next. Yeah, I think they're giving up round control, which is great. Let's do some more thinning. Heatwave's good pull. Nice. Ah, so that's what they're waiting for. I was wondering if I was going to see something like that. So this plays Northern Realms units, doesn't it? Yeah, so I can't go for Pella with that. So they kill it? No? Okay. Get round control, good. Now we're just gonna push with Siege. Yep, good cards. Not really looking for this now. Not either. Let's go for it. Forfeit. Another Ursine ritual deck. Right. Yes, that's great to see. Very, very good. Probably looking for like a winch. That's alright. Not bad.
Who's next? Any of you's got the courage?
Defender? Really?
It's a one-way
I'm an
assault, I
officer
assure
and a
you.
gentleman.
Yep, fantastic. Let's play the Mauler.
Could have settled this.
Get rid of that armor. We could kill Defender with Selkirk and then Heat Wave. What's it going to be, Melusine back there? What do you guys think? Probably is. Most likely that's what we're going to see. Yep. It's probably a good thing to do. Then we can just get it out of the game. So maybe I'll do that. Just use this on Vengeance. And we'll save the Mauler charge. And just Heat Wave that. They're replaying it. Okay. This is why you need Pella. Well, we're still up on points. I'm not going to spend Heat Wave there, but we've definitely got Heat Wave for Melusine next. They can't replay Defender later.
Smile, you blothered gip.
So yeah, tempo is pretty good. We could play Siege Tower between the two soldiers. Looks like they're getting ready to lose on even. So we're happy with that. I might actually play Redanian Elite because it is a bit kind of susceptible to control. And we'll just thin Siege Tower.
Fill our hearts with wrath.
So yeah, we'll place that between the two soldiers. Winch is really good to get now. That's great. Could even play Carabalista if we're going to push into this further. Wow, they're really going all in. You know what? I think it's a good pass point. So I'm going to take it. We're going to get to go first. It's going to be a longer round. Defender's not in the picture anymore. We're going to Heat Wave Melusine. So yeah, should be in our favor. We'll just use like, or should it be Pella? What about Sigvold though? Sigvold's a problem if we see that. Am I supposed to keep Pella? I don't know. Dry pass card will be this. Are they really playing into it?
Just as treacherous as the sea.
Ah, classic. That's hilarious. Seriously, man. Okay, I think it was good to go about it like that. Awesome. So yeah, we get the card advantage. And I'm pretty sure we're going to get scenario now. And that's how we're going to look to open up. You just play that first thing. Come on, give us scenario. You gotta. You have to give us scenario. Maybe I'm clicking away. Well, these are really good to keep. I think it's this. Oh, we got AA but not scenario. We could still pull it through this, you never know. You know what, in that case, I think we probably start off like this. And we'll just start row stacking. Can play Draug. It's pretty big that we missed that. That's really unfortunate. Yeah, I know. Sigvald's a problem too. Is a bit of a problem.
Got any vendors? Hungry like a wolf I am.
Play the other one. See, that's why Heatwave's... I was thinking about Heatwave for this as well. Crap. So, I mean, we gotta kind of keep in mind scenario too, don't we? And we've got some row locked units here. So how does that all supposed to work? I'm not sure, guys. I'm just gonna do this.
Can't take it anymore.
Yep. And we're gonna go Draug. They're likely to open up some space, I guess. Yeah, it's fine. So we can kill Canute. We can definitely get around to it. What an epic voice line, seriously. Oh yeah, here we go. This is where the magic happens. So we kill Canute. This is beautiful. Yes, count them. Count them while you can. There's going to be more coming soon.
Mock not the creeds of others.
Yep.
It's neither polite nor safe.
Absolutely expected. Let's get rid of this. That's really good. That's very good news for us. So if I kill a Revenant here, does that die and then I spawn one? Or is that going to kind of screw up my play? I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm going to play this. Get scenario.
Pass on
Yeah!
every
This.
10th round.
Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you. That's so good. Ah, it's magic. Yeah, we got to kind of see how this works here. Yeah, so it goes about it like that. So maybe what I'm doing is just using these for damage. Gotta play scenario, guys. Row's a bit clogged here. And we've got elephant to consider.
For the king! We retreat behind, so Vandergrift says!
We can still search into the deck, you know, for something. My sequencing here was a bit difficult, guys, because of our row issues. Boost self by 4 for each unit damaged. I mean, I've got a number of row locked units here. You know what? I'm just doing this. And we're going to do this. That's still alright. Yeah, I mean, we're not supposed to be playing Draug and Scenario in the one round, so we've got to kind of work around that a bit. Still worked out okay. Still good value.
Take my near life and grant them your strength in return.
See, this is when you need Pella. So if I go... Okay.
Tomorrow we sup at home!
Yeah, we are losing value here for sure. But that's fine. It is what it is. It's kind of good to show you guys this so you know what you can run into with this deck. Yeah, they're kind of different strategies intended for different rounds. So I'll still show you this. Nice points. Yeah, we still get it. Nice.